The forgotten scripture that destroys the ego. Osho says, if I had to choose only one scripture to save from all of mankind's spiritual heritage, I would save the Ashtavakra Gita. Not the Bhagavad Gita, not the Bible, not the Vedas or the Upanishads, but a little known book, a conversation between a bent, disfigured sage named Ashtavakra and a king in turmoil, Janaka. This is not a book of religion, it's a book of liberation. A book that says you are already free, you just don't know it. And when Osho, one of the boldest voices of the 20th century, poured his meditative fire into this book, it became something else entirely, a spiritual bomb. The man with eight curves, who is Ashtavakra. His name literally means eight bends. He was born deformed, his body twisted in eight places, mocked, rejected, laughed at. But behind that crooked body was a consciousness clearer than any scholar, deeper than any priest, and more fearless than any king. At the age of 12, he entered a royal court, debated the wisest man, and won. And then, sitting with King Janaka, who had everything, Ashtavakra gave him everything he was missing. Not through a ritual, not through meditation, just with a few clear words. King Janaka was no ordinary king. He was wise, wealthy, generous, but deeply disturbed. He had tasted the pleasures of the world. He had practiced all the yogas. He had sat with gurus, read scriptures, yet his heart was still not free. He came to Ashtavakra and asked, how can I liberate it? And Ashtavakra replied, not in years, not in techniques, but in seconds. If you believe yourself to be free, you are free. If you believe yourself to be bound, you are bound. Janaka was stunned. You are what your consciousness declares. Osho's bold interpretation, liberation is immediate. Osho says, religion has made truth something difficult, something distant. Ashtavakra's mass is that lie. He says you are already free. This is Osho's core message. There is nothing to do, no path, no practice, no purification. You simply have to wake up, just like in a dream. You think you are trapped, but when you wake up, the trap never existed. That's what Mahagita Volume 1 does. It shakes the dreamer, witnessing the secret of liberation. One of the first teaching Ashtavakra gives is, you are not the body, you are not the mind, you are the witness, untouched by pleasures or pain. Osho explains this using a beautiful image. Imagine the sky, clouds come and go. White clouds, black clouds, thunderstorms, but the sky remains untouched. You are that sky. Your thoughts, emotions, identities, they are just passing clouds. This is called Sakshi Bhava, the witnessing consciousness. You don't need to fight your anger, your jealousy, your fear. You just need to observe it. And the moment you observe, you step out of the illusion. The ego, the root of suffering. Bondage is the identification with the body. Freedom is the knowledge. I am not the body. The ego says, I am this, I am that. I did this, I felt that. The ego is the only disease. It hides your real self. You are not what you think you are. You are the one watching the thoughts. Real life story. A man spent 30 years trying to become enlightened. He meditated, fasted, read all the scriptures, and one day his master laughed and said, all these years you have been trying to find something that never left you. That moment he dropped the search, and in dropping he saw. Desire, the root of bondage. Desire creates the world. Without desire, there is liberation. Osho says the mind is a beggar. It always wants something, more peace, more love, more meditation, even more spirituality. And every time you want something, you move away from the now. Liberation is not in the future, Osho wants, The very desire to be free is the only unfreedom. Real life metaphor. You are sitting by a river, thirsty, the water is flowing beside you, but your eyes are closed. You are imagining a glass, a jug, a filter, and Osho says you don't need anything, just open your eyes. Beyond good and evil, morality is a trap. One of the most shocking statements from Volume 1 is the sage is beyond virtue and sin. He does not act, he witnesses. This is not just rebellious, it's explosive. Osho explains morality is society's way of controlling you. Ashtavakra's liberated man is not moral, he is natural. He doesn't pretend it to be good, he doesn't suppress his anger, he just watches it. In that witnessing, it evaporates. Osho's commentary. A good man is still trying to become something. A sage is not trying, he simply is. This is why society fears the enlightened one. He doesn't fit their system, he cannot be controlled. Ashtavakra's non duality. There is no other. Another core teaching from Volume 1 is this: there is no second, no you, no me, no God, no world, only consciousness. Osho says this is the deepest truth and the hardest to digest because our entire ego is built on separation. I am here, others are there. I am spiritual, they are not. I am seeking, God is above. But Ashtavakra destroys all that. There is no God outside of you. You are that. Tattvam Asi. It's like a wave thinking it is separate from the ocean. Osho says the moment the wave realizes it is water, all fear, all competition, all comparison disappears. Janaka's realization, liberation in one moment. As discourses unfold, King Janaka begins to taste silence. He hears the words of Ashtavakra and something strange happens. He stops asking questions, he stops seeking, he simply sits. And in that stillness, it happened. Not effort, not meditation, just pure presence. Osho says the moment you drop the idea of becoming, you begin to be. And that's when Janaka is no longer a king, he became nobody. And in being nobody, he becomes everything. Osho's message to the modern mind. Osho says the Mahagita is dangerous not because it teaches evil, but because it makes you free. Free from society, free from belief, and from religion. And most of all, free from yourself. The biggest prison is not outside, it's your personality. The moment you stop saying, I am this, I am that, you enter silence. And in silence, you are that. Final challenge: can you just be? Osho ends Volume 1 with a mirror. He looks at the listeners and says, you don't need to climb the mountain, you are the mountain. You don't need to find light, you are the light. The only question left is, can you sit quietly without effort, without trying, without becoming, and just be? That's where the Mahagita begins and that's where it ends. Ending. You are not a seeker, you are not a student, you are not even a spiritual person, you are the witness. And the witness doesn't search, the witness simply watches, and in the watching, everything falls away. This is the Ashtavakra Mahagita Volume 1, not a book but a mirror, and the reflection you. How was the book summary? Please tag in the comment box, hit the like button and subscribe for more amazing book summaries. See you guys.